Second Chronicles 32. So then this chapter outlines several things. One is Sennacherib. He was really proud. He boasted in his strength and how his predecessors and he himself have conquered people and their gods can't do anything about it. And so he was comparing God, the living God, the God of Israel, to all these other gods. And so he ridiculed the Lord, and King Hezekiah and the prophet Isaiah cry out in a prayer to heaven, and the Lord sent an angel who annihilated the fighting men. And when he went into the temple of his god Sennacherib, some of his sons killed him. And so the Lord saved Hezekiah, and from then on he was highly regarded. So God really lifted him up. But then that, similar to other people, he became proud. I'm not sure what this means. He became ill and was at the point of death, but then God gave him a miraculous sign. We don't know what sign that was, but Hezekiah's heart was proud and did not respond to the kindness shown him. So I'm not sure what that was, but God made it very clear to Hezekiah, because Hezekiah knew and he repented of the pride of his heart. And so the Lord's wrath did not come on them during the days of Hezekiah. So it was pushed back. But that's very interesting. It's very, there's no detail, but I do know that it's just normal for a human to become proud. But I appreciate that, unlike other people, Hezekiah did repent of his pride. And it's also interesting right here that there were envoys sent by the rulers of Babylon to ask him about the miraculous sign that had occurred in the land. We don't know what it is, but God left him to test him and to know everything that was in his heart. So it's interesting that God tests us to know what is in his heart. But the Bible already said that he knows everything. So it's that is something that I've never really understood. Some pastor said that it's to actually show us ourselves what is in our heart also. But the Bible clearly states that it is to test him and to know everything that was in his heart. So even though God knows everything, he still wants to test. So that's the way that he works. I don't understand it, but I know it. That's how he works. And so he eventually, it says that other events of Hezekiah reigns and his acts of devotion are written in the vision of the prophet Isaiah, son of Amos. So it's so great to be remembered for your acts of devotion to God, and that's awesome.